Liverpool are about to see their full squad being utilized by Arne for the very first time. It has been a slightly awkward summer for Slot to follow Jurgen Klopp, with so many of his players away for so much of the off-season. But the new head coach has managed things well, getting the most out of those available and leading Liverpool to 3 friendly wins from 3. With the Reds back in England following a successful stint in the USA, Slot is now able to work with every player the Liverpool squad has to offer. As Sunday's final friendly of the summer against Sevilla steams into view, we should get much more of an idea on how the Dutchman is planning to use some of his biggest names. Despite the lack of big names on show, it has still been an intriguing summer for Liverpool fans. There have been plenty of clues on how Slot and his coaching staff plan to work with the players at their disposal and some indications of which ones may not make it with them. But with the likes of Virgil van Dijk, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Alisson Becker now having returned to the AXA training center, it feels like the real stuff can finally begin. As well as question marks over all 3 of those big stars' futures, it also remains to be seen how Slot will use Alexander-Arnold in terms of position. Another of the big players who we are yet to see under Slot is Darwin Nunez. Nunez had a good Copa America in June and July after facing a difficult end to the campaign back at Anfield. On the back of that, Slot is planning to use Nunez in a big way in his new-look Liverpool side. Since he arrived at the club in 2022, Darwin has often been shifted between being a central striker and playing on the left. At times he has actually looked more effective when attacking from wide. Nevertheless, according to The Guardian, Slot actually sees the 25-year-old as a center forward. This would suggest the Dutchman is planning to use Nunez exclusively through the middle. Slot has already called Nunez to tell the Uruguayan where he plans to use him next season. It's good to hear that the 45-year-old has a clear plan for a player who could be phenomenal if only he can fully grasp what is expected of him. At times under Jurgen Klopp it felt as though Nunez was a little out of sync with what the manager wanted from the rest of the group. But from preseason, it's apparent that Slot wants his center forward to be exactly that, a player who sticks central and feeds off 2 wingers as well as a more advanced midfielder. In that system, we think a 3 of Mohamed Salah, Nunez and Cody Gakpo should enough to scare just about any opposition. There's goals galore there.